Hey, what's up guys? Jake with Legacy 4x4 here again, and today we're back to work on the Willys with a nice easy project to get ourselves back into the mindset of working on the Willys. I don't want to do anything too crazy. I want to knock out some stuff that I have sitting on the shelf because I just spent all of my available funds extending my shop, and so I'm going to use the parts I have on hand before I buy anything else for the Willys. Anyways, today we're going to be working on finishing the interior of the Willys, and what this really means is just bedlining the interiors. So there's some small parts of the interior that still need to be done, but I can do that after the paint is finished. I have the Herculiner bedliner sitting on the shelf, and I want to just go ahead and use it and kind of like check this off of the to-do list for the Willys once and for all. Okay, so the first thing that I got to do is remove the seats and any of the other auxiliary pieces of the interior. I'm probably going to leave the steering wheel in place just because it's kind of a pain in the ass to get out, and I don't care if it gets a little bit of bedliner on it, but I want to get the seats and some of the other small pieces out of the interior first. It's also kind of a mess because I've been using the Willys as storage while I've been extending the shop, so I got to take all the crap that's been inside the Willys now out and put it somewhere else. Anyways, with that said, I'm going to start tearing down the interior of the Willys. Alright, so first things first, I gotta apply some seam sealer to all of the cracks throughout the interior of the Willys. And to do this, I bought Barrier Bond brushable seam sealer on Amazon. This happened to just have the fastest shipping time. I forgot that I needed this, so I just picked up this. On the Commando, I used Eastwood seam sealer, and that worked really well. And so I wanted to stick with the brushable type seam sealer because I've used it in the past. So we're gonna do the same thing for this. Application's pretty easy. You grab a brush, you grab the can, and then you just go around all those different seams and you fill them in with this. It lays down nice and thick, and it helps to prevent any water from coming in, at least through those seams of the truck. I'm gonna do the bottom portion of the truck first, and I'm gonna get up and I gotta do right along the roof line where I kind of transplanted the roof back on top of the truck. So we're gonna do the bottom and then go up there and use the rest around the roof. Shouldn't take too long, and then after that we're gonna let this dry for a little bit, and then we'll move on to doing the bed liner. But let's go ahead and knock this out first. I'll catch up back with you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so Matt and I just finished putting on both of the coats of bedliner onto the inside of the Willys. We did choose to go onto that exterior little lip that hangs out on top of the rock sliders, and then I also went through and did like the little front triangle portions of the rock sliders too, just to give it a total kind of clean look, and because I was getting ambitious with the paint. So we just slapped it all together. We're going to let it dry for a little bit, and then we're going to reinstall the seats, and we'll catch up back with you guys after that. You are, I can tell.
I was probably like...
This is really hard to see.
All black, would have thought. I should have done that before I stepped on it.
That's alright. Alright guys, that's the end of the weekend and the end of the video for the interior of this Willys, but we managed to get a lot of work done and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So,
it's really hot, we're really sweaty. This is like 3 projects we did in one weekend, so I think next time we come down we might actually have some fun, but you know, we'll see. Like usual, it's just projects on project on projects. Never can get enough done.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it is what it is. You got to do that for this.
Yeah. No one really tells you that when you get into the hobby, but it's mostly just work.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Anyways, I hope you guys like this. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Take care.